Hi, I'm Norm Fischer, and my wife Eileen and myself have put this collection together in the last 35 years, and we'd really enjoy you coming with us and having a look at it. Yes, to the left of me here I've got a Henry Richard jersey. It's from the mid-60s, and years ago in a small village their arena had burned down, and the Montreal Canadiens donated their uniforms, and through the years it has been passed down through other people, and I inquired her somehow, and this is where it's at, and this is where it's staying. Yes, these three jerseys here were in a CBC documentary movie called People's History, and the way I inquired them is I got a phone call from New Brunswick and from CBC that I had this stuff, and they wanted to borrow a lot of my equipment for the movie, so I just packed it up and sent it to them, and in return they gave me these three jerseys. Yes, this is a jersey from Bev Bentley from Delisle, Saskatchewan, when he was with the Regina Capitals, and he played goal for Moose Jaw on that picture there. And how he got to play goal is he was playing with his uncles, the Bentleys, down in Trail with the Trail Smoke Eaters, and they needed a goalie, so they put him in goal, and he got a shutout, and so they put him in the next day and game, and they got another shutout, and this is how he landed up playing goal. He became a pretty good goaltender. Okay, on this hockey jacket here, it's a bizarre story how I got it. I was making a phone call down to Saskatchewan to talk to a friend of mine, and I misdialed the number, and I reached this lady's that answered the phone, and we got talking, and she asked where I was from, and we were talking about sports and this and that, and she told me her husband had passed away, and that he had some jackets, and this is how I required it. She sent it to me, and we became pretty good friends. Here I've got a jacket that belonged to Len Haley, the Comet. He played for Detroit Red Wings for many years. He also played for the Edmonton Flyers, and he's about 80 years old now, and he still plays rec hockey. Yeah, this sweater here I got from a friend of mine, Ron from the Nunavik. I met him at the World Junior Hockey Games in Saskatoon when I had a display set up, and he come around, and he really enjoyed the collection, and he was kind enough to give me one of his jerseys from the Northwest Territories. Hi, this is a jacket here that Augie Brose from Hanna, Alberta. He's a very close friend of mine. We were buddies when we were kids. They're growing up at 7, 8 years old, and he moved to Hanna, I moved to Edmonton, and he's still playing hockey. Yes, this jacket that's in front of us here now, it belonged to Bill Buckner from Macklin, Saskatchewan. He was my first boss that I ever had as a young kid working, and he was just a super guy to work for. Yes, this jacket in front of me here belonged to Mike Babcock when he coached the Mighty Ducks. I got it from his father-in-law, which I'm a pretty good friend with, and I do have a picture of myself and him with the picture, but I'm sorry it's not the case. Yeah, in front of me here I've got a jersey from the Delisle ball team. And this jersey was worn by Emil Francis. They called him the Cat. He was a coach and general manager of the New York Rangers, and that is him right here. All the Bentleys were playing with him, and it was a great team, I believe. Yes, this jacket here belonged to a very close friend of mine, Don Scott from Scott Pump. He was involved with the Oil Kings and hockey quite a lot. He also was with the Oakland Seals. He was a very good friend of Bill Hunter, and he also sponsored minor hockey for years and years, and he was just a super guy. Yeah, this hockey jacket in front of us here, it belongs to my son. He was playing in Saskatchewan, Warman, Saskatchewan, and they won the provincial PBAAs. And the same year, he played baseball with the Saskatoon Dodgers, Beaver A, and they won the provincials in that also. And the same year was 1991. There was a team of boys just selected out of Saskatchewan to go down and play a world tournament down in St. Louis. And it was a 10-day tournament, and they won the tournament by beating out Argentina 1-0 in the finals. Yes, this is a friend of mine, and I'm a very good friend to his dad, Brian Scrudlin. He played for the Montreal Canadiens, also for the Calgary Flames. And this is the jersey he wore and the Cooperalls when he played for the Saskatoon Blades. And that's just the only one year that they used the Cooperalls with the short jerseys. And he's just a super eye also. Yeah, this is just a gag here for somebody to laugh at and have a joke. But since Calgary and Edmonton always have compete against each other, it says Calgary wins Stanley's Cup. And when you come over here, it's a Edmonton uniform here, and it says Edmonton can win cups too. Yeah, this jersey here is from my hometown. That's where I grew up at. It's Macklin, Saskatchewan, and the jersey was worn by Chuck Detzel. They had very good hockey teams when I was young, and they were rough and tough, and they're still good hockey in that part of the country. Yeah, here there's quite a few skates. They date into the 1800s, and if you see the bottom pair there, it's got like training wheels on each side. There's 3 blades at the back and 1 in the front. And they date back to about the late 1800s. But as you come up, you'll really see a good pair of skates there that belong to Don Cherry's dog there, and Old Blue could sure skate. Yeah, in front of us we have some ladies' skates. They date back into the 1800s. Really nice boots on them, and as you go up further, you can see the old skates with a curl on them. They're also in the 1800s, and these here have leather straps and a small curve on them. And these things here aren't really skates, but they're jumping shoes. Kids used to use them back in the 30s just to bounce around the floor, I guess. Yeah, these inline skates here, they go back into the 1800s also. A lot of people figured that the inline skates started about 30 years ago, which isn't true, because these date back quite some time. The ones with the steel wheels there, they're probably the oldest. They're probably from about the 1860s. As you go up, these are a little newer, and up on top there, those top ones probably about from the 1930s. Got 3 steel wheels on them, and they clamped onto your shoes, and that's how they got around. Next to me here we have Flying Father's jersey. They were a pretty good hockey team in those days, and there were a bunch of priests that made a hockey team and went around and did charity fundraising. And they've played 718 games. They won 703. They tied 6 and lost 9. So that's a pretty good record, just like the Hardman Globetrotters. Here we have a set of goal pads. They belonged to Eddie Jacobin for the New York Rangers. When he got traded to Detroit, a guy by the name of Ron Greshner took him and brought him home and took him to his hometown, Goodsdale, Saskatchewan. And he gave them to a friend that was playing hockey, and he used them for many years. Now these pads were just broken when this friend of his got them, and he wore them down like this, and they were hanging on his garage, and I got a hold of them. Yes, this jacket here has got a pretty good story to it. When Peter Pocklin joined the NHL, he gave all the players and the staff a jacket. But one thing that's really cool, inside the jacket, he had written Stanley Cup Champs 1908 question mark. But believe it or not, he won 4 Stanley Cups in the 80s, and this jacket belonged to Rick Elash, a good friend of mine, and I'm very proud to have it. Yeah, the part of the collection that you've seen is just a small portion of our collection. There's some very rare items like the inline skates. People never see that stuff, and some of the ball uniforms, and I got fencing, and there's boxing, and there's just about every thing under the sun. There's old swimming trunks from the 20s. They're all old woolen ones, and anyone that sees this collection really appreciates it and really enjoys it. Display here, my wife and myself, we use it for fundraising. We take it out and do charity exercises. All we really get out of it is our expenses. A lot of little towns, they can't even afford the $2,000 or $1,500 or $2,500 what it costs to go out there and set up and do different things. Usually when we go, it'll be a Lions Club or the KC's or the Elks Club, or it'll go to a charity like so, and they set it up for me and they take it down. But the thing is, a lot of these little towns, they can't even afford the $1,500 or $2,000. So I'm really looking for some sponsors. It can be of the whole collection, it can be per case, it can be by a unit of 10. So if there's any corporate sponsors that would really be interested in helping us, we'd really, really appreciate it.